13.6. Okay. This is time and rate conversions. This is probably going to be one of the more difficult lessons that you do. It is still very practical math. This is something that you will probably use at some point in your life. If you're driving a certain mile per hour and you drive for so long, how long will that be? If I make $1,000 a week, how much is that per month, per year, per hour? So these are things also too that you will see next year in consumer math. So they are word problems. Again, just like with the U.S. customary measure that you did before this. So it's really going to take a lot of concentration on your part, even getting help from parents, whoever, online help, because some of them are really just going to sound kind of confusing, otherwise it wouldn't be a word problem. So just focus on what you do know. So these are things that will not change. An hour is equal to 60 minutes, a minute is 60 seconds, there's 52 weeks in a year, 12 months in a year. For these problems, if they talk to you about a month, it's basically going to be 30 days as an average, unless they give you a specific amount of days. Just use 30 in your calculations. So for the first example, we have a car going 60 miles per hour. So how much is that per minute, per second, and how many feet is that in a second? So here, these three ratios say the same thing. So the first one is 60 miles in 1 hour. That's the same thing as 60 miles in 60 minutes, or 1 mile in 1 minute. All right, so basically what you are doing is dividing, okay? So to answer our first question, how much is that per minute? We'll take 60 divided by 60, and we're going 1 mile per minute. All right. And then how much is that per second? So we have that 1 mile per minute. So 1 divided by 60. If you divide, you're going to get a decimal, so just leave it as a fraction. So you will go 1/60th of a mile per second. And so how many feet is that? There are 5,280 feet in a mile. That's going to be on that chart from 13.5, so you'll be pulling that chart out again. 5,280 divided by 60 is 88. So you would go at 60 miles per hour, you would go 88 feet per second. Okay. Example 2 is a very practical problem. If you make $420 per week, how much are you making per hour? So they're basing this on 8 hours per day and a 5-day work week. So this one actually really going to be pretty easy. So if you make $420 per week, if you will divide by your hours for a week, then that will tell you. So if you make 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, so 8 times 5 equals 40. So you're making 40 hours a week. Now you can take that 40. So 420 divided by 40 is $10.50 per hour. Okay. This is just an idea of what you're going to be doing. Some of these are going to be kind of complicated. I'll just be honest with you. So, take it apart, make you a little chart if you have to, take the information they give you, break it down, and use it to help answer questions. That's what you're doing. That's what word problems are, is answering a question. So be sure to keep up with your absolutes. which is as far as time, and then if they give you anything else, you should be able to go back to the chart on 13.5 with the U.S. customary measure to help you with any of the other word problems. Most of these though are just going to be time and rate, so you should be able to get by with just this information up here.